Yo, yo, yo. Should be able to hear me now. Just gonna double check. 1 second. Yep, sweet. Alright, hope everyone's well. Hope everyone is well. Just gonna do some tape reading for Euro dollar. Don't know how long the stream's gonna be, but we shall see. But yeah, let's do it. Make sure, give me a text if you guys can hear me, or the chat. So we've had break buy side here. This is my next draw liquidity. We've had the midpoint of this wick tapped into already. And once there's a few more people, I'll go through why I was bullish. And there's also a nice trade London session, so I'll get into that as well. Get dollar. So dollar's got the midpoint here. Next draw for dollar would be this low down here. So that's if it wants to keep going lower. Yo, Seth, how you doing, bro? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. How's your week been so far? Or today? Been any trades? So I was bullish today for Euro for London session. And it looks like I was correct with the bias. New York, still bullish. Want to see if buy side gets taken here. So let's see if it does. But yeah, when a couple more people come in, I'll go through why I was bullish for the bias. But should be good, should be good. But I hope people are well. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see if dollar ends up wants to come up in Euro dollar. So next draw would be this wick midpoint, and then buy side here. But let's go through why I was bullish in the first place. God is love, how you doing? So I always start on the 4 hour. Okay, so I've making a YouTube video as well explaining, but I'll go through it now. So I've got allergies, so price has been trading lower down here. Okay, we've been seeing this leg, then accumulation, and then this leg. So this BISI here, I think it was yesterday, I saw that price was trading around here, and potentially maybe you guys thought this was going to bounce here. So let me just delete everything. So when you saw this BISI here, did you think that was going to bounce from here? You saw it here, and you potentially thought that was going to bounce. But the reason why I didn't think it was going to bounce and it was going to continue lower is because if you look at this BISI here, there's nothing really like matching with it. So if you look down here, these 3 down close candles is when price changed its state in delivery. Okay, so it's trading lower, and then after this down close candle, then it started trading higher. So these 3 down close candles is the change in state of delivery. So it was delivering to the downside, and then bang, it wanted to go up to the upside. So these 3 candles is a bullish order block. So draw that across. This is a bullish order block here. This is the BISI, but what's down here is a BISI here as well. So there's a fair value gap here. If I can actually get that. This is a fair value gap here. Let's make it like that color, and it's inside of the bullish order block here. See that? So that's why I had a feeling that price was going to gravitate more towards this fair value gap rather than this fair value gap. As you can see, price did. So that's why you just got to be patient. Okay. There's also sell side there as well. So sell side, BISI, bullish order block. So now I'm looking at price this morning, so about 4 hours ago, and I've seen that price on the hourly has ran into that bullish order block here, ran into the BISI, and has rejected from it. So we've seen this big candle here, this green candle. So if you guys wanted to anticipate price potentially running for this buy side here, or potentially for this wick here, then there's multiple reasons why price could turn around at this point. So we've got sell side here, which is one reason for price to want to turn around. You've got this 4 hour bullish order block, which is another reason for price to turn around. Okay, if we go on the dollar index, then you're looking at this time here. Buy side's been taken for the dollar index, and the weekly opening gap of the 1st of April has rejected. So that, again, one reason, buy side. 2 reasons, weekly opening gap. So that's 2 reasons. You can even also say 4 hour buy side as well. But yeah, so there's 2 to 3 reasons for dollar to want to return, like retrace, to pull back lower. Target for this weekly opening gap. Sell side here. Next target would be this sell side. So we've had 2 to 3 reasons for dollar to want to pull back. We've had 2 to 3 reasons why euro could potentially bounce. Okay, so that is why, and there's nothing else that's telling me it's going short. So for now anyway. So after this 4 o'clock candle here, we've seen that bounce. You go into the 5-minute time frame here. So again, same thing with the 4 hour time frame. Price is dropping. Bang, these 2 candles here. These 2 candles is a change in state of delivery. So you can sort of tell that price wants to change its state in delivery and wants to deliver to the upside. Draw this across. Here is a bullish order block. So this is a bullish order block here. It then goes to the 1 minute time frame. So this is how I enter the market. So find the 5-minute bullish order block and then go into the 1 minute. We've seen price pull away from it, come back in, low, high, lower, low, higher, high, breaker. So let me just try and change this color. So we've had a breaker block, a bullish breaker. Then we've had a bullish order block inside the breaker and a fair value gap. So if you put it from this, then look, that's your entry there. Price then pulls away, and one more time, taps into the bullish order block on the 5 minute before running off. And then your targets, if you look on the 5, you can target this imbalance here, which you can see price taps into the T, pulls lower, and if this is your target here, this buy side, what do you do next? Well, you draw from the low to the draw, and then you find premium discount. So price is trading into a premium, back into a discount. What's this candle here? Bullish order block. This one here, bullish order block. Go into the 1 minute time frame. Find an entry. Okay, there's no entry for me here, but there's a fair value gap here, or there's anything. It depends on what type of person you are to get into the market. But it plays around, drops one more time, taking sell side, taps into the T of the order block before then sending price higher, taking out these equal highs. So that's Euro USD for me. Draw liquidity still, it's just buy side at the moment. I'm not looking for shorts, I'm just looking for that buy side. However, again, draw from the low to the high, we are in a premium, so there's no buying now. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy that analysis for Euro USD. And yeah, let's see if price wants to end up running this buy side here. So that was my analysis for USD with that trade entry down here at 4 o'clock. You're anticipating the price here. That price wants to bounce because of the multiple reasons I just showed you. So yeah. Yo, how you doing, M Delana? M Delana. You want to see pound yen, dollar yen, sorry. I don't trade too much of dollar yen, but let's have a look. It is melting. That's definitely the next draw on liquidity. Hasn't really given me an opportunity to get in. Look on the hour. Today his would be around here. All I see is that Sibi. Then you get the midpoint. But yesterday, if you're drawing from the high down to the low, then this is an order block here. So yesterday, Tuesday, I would have seen that. So fair value gap, order block. Not really too much here. Again, potentially coming from here, order block, but you don't really want to be trading that time zone. But yeah, I'll just be bearish on dollar yen for now. If I'm bearish with dollar yen, then let's get to 2 AM, which is here. Draw from this high down to the low. This is a bearish order block here. Draw that across. Go on the 1 minute time frame. What time is this? 5 AM, so you don't really want to trade that, unfortunately. Just trying to find an entry that I would enter on. So I'd use this as the order block here. And potentially, this has been a nice one here. There's a high there, there's a low. It runs up higher, breaks lower. Then this is the breaker fair value gap here. But again, that's just at 626. Looks like there's some type of news coming out there. Or just a major run. But that would have been a nice, so it runs into the bearish order block here. High, low, high, high, low, low for fair value gap. So that would have been a nice entry. But that's all I see for euro, dollar yen. But I'll still be bearish. Doesn't really allow you to get into the market much. So bearish, next draw liquidity here, be there for now. And then if you want to keep going, then it'll be there, and that BISI here. Let's take a look at Aussie dollar. Back into this accumulation here, not really looking too good. You want to see gold? Let's have a look at gold. So gold, sell side here. Let me just remove everything first. Sell side here has been taken. We've then had this BISI here, respected the midpoint, and then this little candle here could be the bullish order block. So sell side, BISI, order block. 3 reasons why price wants to pull up higher. Where could it pull to? So once it's down here, then you could have the draw liquidity for that buy side here. And there's also that little imbalance here, which is price has tapped into that there. But if we're going down to this area here, then we're targeting this. So Monday, let's go into the 5 minute here. So I mean, around about here. These, I'll say 4. You can say 4 candles, or this candle here is the change in state. So you can sort of tell as it's running down, it's sort of changed its state in delivery, and now wants to deliver to the upside. You could either say that one or this candle here. So let's just draw that across both. And then see if there is an entry here. So it's playing in the 5 minute time frame here. We've seen a low, a high, we've seen a run on stops. So low, high, low, low, high, high, breaker, fair value gap. Taps into the fair value gap. There's one more fair value gap here, which it just taps into there. There. So that'd be your entry. Target could be that high there. Target there. Target these equal highs here. Let's see if price ends up taking it, and it ends up taking that. And then keep going higher for buy side here. You sort of get the gist. So that would be my bias for gold. And then nothing's telling me that it wants to keep going shorter. So if it keeps going higher, then potentially could be this SIBI here. If it wants to keep going higher. Let's look on the hourly. Yeah, there's no inefficiency here apart from this bearish order block. So potentially bearish order block here, and that's SIBI. So that'd be my next targets for gold. So bearish order block and SIBI. But again, it's just taken this buy side. So just be patient, because it could start setting itself up for a short, but it's not short just yet. So yeah, let's take a look back at euro dollar, and it's now taken this buy side, which I said. So the next draw for euro would be these equal highs here. But there's no entry. So let's have a look. Draw from the low here to the draw. Then yeah, That's not in a discount. But let's see what happens here. Say this is bullish order block. Low, high, lower, low, high, high. Low, high, lower, low, high, high. Breaker, fair value gap. Got it to run. So it looks like it wants to run. That's another nice entry. However, if the draw liquidity was this high, then it would be in a premium for me, so I wouldn't get in. If that makes sense for you guys. But there's loads of different ways to get in. So, but yeah, bullish order block, fair value gap, liquidity void on capital.com. Taps into it, multiple reasons to why to get in, to trade higher. Let's take a look at dollar. Still trading lower. That sell side has now been taken, which is the target that I said. So next target would be this low here. Look at this liquidity down here. All this liquidity, people think this is support. They've gone long back into the weekly opening gap. Look at this, people think this is resistance. Runs it one more time to take people out who sold here. Is now going to take people out who's been long here. So if you think like that, think of where people would be in the market, where they'd enter and where their stops would be, and then change it the other way. So people definitely have sold this here. They've now been taken out of the market, and then now the dollar's going to run. The market's going to run and take the people out who've gone long here. So they're going to take these out, and then potentially this, and then if it wants to keep going lower, it can. But for now, the draw liquidity would be here. Which then push euro higher back into this liquidity here. Does that make sense to you guys? See if price wants to run it now. Does that make sense for you guys though? The next draw after that, it could be this wick here, or if we look on the 4 hour, this civvy. So that buy side lines up nicely with that civvy, so another strong draw liquidity. About to take it out. Look at dollar. Dollar's about to take out that sell side. Next draw will be down here, but it'll be back in this weekly opening gap, so be careful. Could slow down here. Could start slowing down and like acting as support, like tricking people into thinking this is support, get them to buy, and then it probably take them out even more. or it could just drop. It's taking out that sell side here. Euro's taking this buy side. It could still keep going higher. It could still keep going higher. It could still dig into this Sibby here. So after taking buy side, it doesn't mean sell straight away. It may want to start trading back into the 25%, the midpoint, 75%. And this would tell us if it's more bullish or if it's still bearish. If it's bearish, then it might not even get to the 50%. It may reject. That tells us that there's not as much bullish momentum as we think. But if it closes above the 50, then we can say, okay, may want to start reaching for the 75% to fill that and maybe dig into this and this buy side here. So now we just got to be patient and just wait. Let's take a look at pound. So pound was similar to euro, but pound didn't have a bullish order block here. So the fact that it closes well lower than that is a little bit annoying. But we've seen sell side get taken here. Once, twice, 3 times. So 1, 2, 3 drives to the low. Pulls back up higher. Take a look at this here. Taps into that BISI. It's a little bit more choppy than euro though, I'm not going to lie. Here I would have said that this is the bullish order block here, and price doesn't get to that. So you can see how price is trading lower, and then bang, this is the change in state of delivery. So the bullish order block doesn't even get to the bullish order block here. So pound today was just not as nice for me. Euro was definitely the nicer one, even though pound last week was nicer than euro. So my advice would be learn trade and demo. Just try and read as much price action as you can. Try to figure out the draw liquidity first. So just try and learn how to get find the draw liquidity. Once you've done that, then the entries is easy. So that's what I'd say. Just focus on the draw liquidity first. Where price wants to go, why it wants to go there. I would only trade it unless it's in a discount. But my target for euro was these highs here. So if that's my target, these highs, then these are my opportunities here. So that was the opportunity for New York session, and that's it. So London session had the better price action today. Yo, trade, how you doing, bro? Hope you're well. But yeah, for now, price can do whatever it wants now. It can just keep going higher. But yeah, that was the draw for me, and I explained why. So then there's a lot of opportunities there for me to get in. So there's that one there, or that. Let's see if there's any more. Let's just remove everything. So draw from the low here to the, let's just say to this high. So all these down close candles act as order blocks. So let's say this one here. Low, high, low, low, high, high, breaker. I don't know whether I've showed you this one, but anyway. Low, high, low, low, high, high, breaker. Look at the bodies. Bodies are literally staying in the low of that. What else? So that'd be another entry. So let's go into the 5 again. Again, this would be another one, but there was no entry here. And that's just accumulating. So if you guys can find an entry here, nice. I can see it bounces into the bullish order block, so it pulls away fair value gap here. So if you guys trade just fair value gaps, then fair value gap here, bullish order block here, just dips one more time back into the bullish order block. But if you have your stops below here, then you're fine, and then it does run. So that was the multiple entries for me for euro dollar. Nice, bro. Nice. Good luck with the 50k account. I believe in you. I believe in you. Just trade it like you normally trade. Don't change anything, and you got this. No, I don't. I hope not. If not, I'm screwed as well. But they seem pretty professional, so. Nice, 15-minute entry. Nice, bro. I'm hoping you use long for euro. I was hoping you use long. Fair value get there. Ties into that. It's a shame that it doesn't allow us to. There's not too much of buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve. So sell side of the curve here. You can see this SIBI and this SIBI here. So it should act as an inversion, which it does here. So inversion, fair value gap. And then this big SIBI here, let's see what it does. You can see it act as support here. So that's all I see for the sell side of the curve and buy side of the curve. So yeah, price wants to keep going higher, then it'll be here. And then dollar, back in the weekly opening gap now. But it may just start struggling here, just because it's weekly opening gap. It may fall through, but I expect some slowness to start occurring, in my opinion. So it'd be definitely a place to take some partials. Let's have a look at NASDAQ. So again, straight away, comes like straight to my eyes as soon as I see price. I've seen the SIBI here, that price is respected. Bearish order block here. Okay, let's just draw from here to just make it a bit neater. And what's this here, buy side. So that's 3 reasons for price to want to trade lower. Where's the target? Target there. So draw from the high down to the low. Premium discount. I only want to sell in a premium. This bit of a nice candle here. If price actually got to there, but I don't think it does. Price trades up, takes buy side, changes. So this here is bearish order block, and then price just gaps down. Price doesn't even come back to fill this gap. Shows that it's really bearish. So on the 5 minute, high, low, high, high. Once that breaks there, these become a breaker. So if you guys just trade breakers, I like to mix it with the like different time frames. But breaker here, fair value gap here. So multiple reasons. But that's how I would determine my bias for NASDAQ. So literally, buy side, SIBI, order block. So that's 3 reasons for price want to go lower. And bang. Target sell side, target there, SIBI. If wants to keep going lower. Let's go that. Oh, I was already taking that. So it'll be here. And I'll draw it from not there. I'll draw it from there because this is imbalanced. And price has got to the midpoint of that already. So if price wants to start bouncing from there, then I would want to see one more reason, but sell side. And if that bounces, we've seen a bounce on the BISI. And then say there's like an hour fair value gap or something like that. So that'd be, so sell side, midpoint of BISI, set it midpoint of that BISI, sorry, and then say like another thing, then that would be another reason for me to want to run up and then potentially target that gap or something like that. So you start just building your case on that, if that makes sense for you guys. So for now, price can just do whatever it wants to keep going lower, but it's not telling me fully yet that price wants to reverse or go higher. So it stops you from catching the bottom and like just ruining yourself. But yeah, I'm probably going to give it like a week or so, and then I'll go back to Capital Com. But because they're just still missing that data, I just still don't trust it as much just yet. But once it's like a week or so is gone, then you're not going to really revert back to this old data too much. So you're just going to use this data here. So Yeah, you see our dollar has been reacted around this weekly opening gap. Sell side here. It's left this sell side intact. Okay, no, it hasn't. So I've taken all sell side. I do want to see like a more bigger drop though, because people are going to think this is still support. So we could potentially see that, and then boom, drop lower, maybe back into this midpoint, maybe even taking that low, and then it could do whatever it wants. But I think it's still trying to entice people thinking this is support here. I'm going to buy it, and then it's just going to run through. But yeah, even though Euro's pulling back, it's not like a reason for me to get in. Like, you start on the higher time frames, and then once you've seen like enough reasons for price to want to go to a certain way, then you go into the lower time frames. So if we're trying to build a case, potentially price wants to go lower, we've seen buy side taken. We'd have to wait for this 4 hour to close, potentially, because we want to see how this reacts. But we definitely want to make sure this 1 hour candle closes, because we can also say potentially it's rejected this wick. So we've seen buy side taken. We just have to be patient for this hourly, because this could look like that, but then now it could run up and close up there. So we've seen buy side, midpoint of the wick, and we've seen on the hour, on the dollar, we've seen again have to wait for this a 1 hour candle, but we've seen weekly opening gap tapped into and sell side taken. So if he wants to start trading above higher, then we just have to start being patient, wait for the 44-minute candle, and then there'll be a SIBI here. Price may want to just run back into SIBI or back into weekly opening gap. Then Euro potentially wants to run back maybe into the SIBI that it creates, or this sell side down here. So you have to just be patient and see what price wants to do. But there's no point in trying to catch this top just yet. You could be right, like you could be like right and catch the top here, but it'd just be a little bit lucky. Good price isn't sure exactly what it wants to do just yet. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, wicks are crazy as well, so that's one thing not many people mark. But you can see here, this wick, price comes into that. Look here, there, comes into that, there, and then it trades above. You see it close above, runs back, order block, runs higher, back into that wick. So it's a good draw on liquidity, the wicks. Is there any news coming out? Let's have a look. Yeah, 245 PMI. So manufacturing index, that's going to be quite big. So wait for that in half an hour. Take a look at gold again. Gold has ran back into that bearish order block. I don't know whether it ran into it until I said. Can't remember too much. But yeah, I said the next order liquidity would be that order block here. Then it's tapped into the order block, and look at the reaction of that. And then after this order block, it'll be this. I think it's a 4-hour SIBI. So it's so key to have weekly opening gaps drawn on. I'll tell you guys, trust me. I mean, look at that. This is from April. This weekly opening gap. 1 drive, 2 drive, 3 drives to the high. Taken buy side, rejected the weekly opening gap. Drops lower. Yeah, nothing too much. Probably just going to be waiting for the news to release. Everyone sort of made its run already. So the sell side, midpoint. Euro is around the buy side. So just got to be patient, guys. Low, high, low, low, high, high. Breaker potentially. That's on the hourly time frame. So yeah, we just got to wait for news to release in 25 minutes. But yeah, that's the thing with trading. Sometimes it can be a bit boring, like when you're just waiting for things to come up. So the move's already happened in London session / early New York for me. So, any of you guys got any questions or anything like that, or? Any questions about ICT, anything like that? Or about life in general? Robin's Cup with ICT? Or is that the thing? I haven't actually seen anything. Is that the thing with ICT ages ago in the Robin's Cup, or was it recent with the Twitter thing? I haven't seen it recently. I'm having a look now. I can't. Uh, yeah, I saw that. I mean, yeah, I can't actually. The thing is with ICT, like the stuff he's taught anyway, like it works. I know it works. And yeah, I don't know with ICT. Like he doesn't really need to prove himself. It'd be quite good if he ends up does proving himself. But yeah, He doesn't really need to prove himself. He's the amount of videos that he's posted and stuff like that. I'm just having a look now at Robin's Cup, see the actual standings of it, because I know, yeah, Patrick was in there. I don't know whether he was doing any good or not, but I know trades by Matt was doing pretty well. How much percent should I risk in my challenge phase? Do whatever you feel comfortable that and doesn't stop you from thinking about the trade instead of the money. So potentially 0.5% to 1%, or if you can trade 2% without using your emotions, and you have a good strategy, then 2% should be fine as well. But anything that starts, if you start changing things and starts viewing the market differently because of your emotions, and you start thinking, oh, should I take partial stuff, then that just means you're risking too much and you're not properly thinking. So whatever, I'd say like 0.5% is completely fine. You have literally zero, there's no time limit for taking trades, like to pass it, so you can literally risk as much as you want or as little as you want. Yeah, it's so stupid. I think like I wish, well, not wish, but why can't all traders just be friends instead of like hating on each other? You know. How do you find the draw liquidity for the day? I've sort of showed you how I find the draw liquidity. I use the 4 hour and 1 hour for the PD arrays, and then once that starts suspecting multiple reasons for a certain way, then that's how you see the draw liquidity. So I'll quickly show you again with euro dollar. So you start on the 4 hour, okay? Look to the left. What's these freaky down close candles here? Bullish order block. There's a fair value gap there as well. Look on the hourly. What are these equal lows here? So equal lows, registered equal lows equal sell side. So we've had sell side, we've had 4 hour bullish order block, and a 4 hour busy. That's 3 reasons why price potentially wants to bounce from here. So, and then if it bounces, seeing that candle there, then where's it want to go? This midpoint of the wick first, here, then that bar side, then this bar side, that bar side, this wick. You've seen it there. So that's the drawn liquidities. So if these are just your targets here, let's just say from the midpoint here, let's say that was your target. Oh. So let's say that was your target there. Well, let's just say the high actually. Let's say the high, then you go into the 5 minute, only buy in this pink box here. So literally, you've got until 7:40 is when price stops being in a discount. So you've got all of this here. Depending on what type of trader you are, you can literally get into a fair value gap here. What's that there? Fair value gap. Macro. So another macro, 10 past. So there's loads of reasons why to get in, but that's how I got the bias to draw liquidity. So now it's that there. Yeah, 100%. Every strategy. So yeah, most strategies work. It's literally about risk management. You can, like ICT said or anyone said, you can make money flipping a coin, 50-50. Yeah, I see he's deposited anyway, so I'm sure he'd be. I think he's taken one trade, hasn't he? With the Robbins Cup, I think he has made like 1% or something like that. But you know, I think the amount of time he's put into YouTube and Twitter Spaces, I'm sure he's not a like he's 100,000% legit. Anyone who said he isn't is just a hater, because even if he made like millions, which he has, let's say he's made millions from like students, then what sort of scammer would spend his like Saturday, Sunday afternoon doing Twitter Spaces for 5 hours a day? You know, it's because he's passionate about it and he loves doing what he's doing and he knows it's right. Yeah, 100%. At the end of the day, you just got to look in the mirror, and that's the final mark, the puzzle is yourself. There's so much information about anything. You want to learn anything, you can just find it online now. There's zero excuses. The final puzzle piece is the person you look in the mirror. You'll see the view on gold. So gold, I had it from down here. We had sell side, order block, BISI. That's 3 reasons for price on a bounce. Where could it go to? Them highs here. So we've had equal highs here, which is taken. Let's go into the 1 hour. So 1 hour here. Again, if you was on Tuesday, you wanted to find a bias, you've had these equal highs here. You've had 4 down close candles, 5 down close candles, bullish order block, fair value gap. So that's 2 reasons. Look at dollar as well. So that's reasons for it to want to run up higher. And then I just said the draw liquidity here was that order block here. We've had, check out this BISI here, even though it's closed below, you get the midpoint of that, and it's still trading inwards of that. Draw from the low down to the high, to the draw. Then these down close candles is a bullish order block. So we've had BISI, order block. Is there any sell side been taken? Not really. Potentially say that it's sell side here. So sell side, order block, BISI. 3 reasons the price want to run up higher to take up buy side and then tap into that. So that's what I'd say. But for now, for gold, if it wants to keep trading higher, the next draw will be this here. So that's my view on gold and buy side. That's my view on gold for now, buy side and that CB. News coming out in 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes. So I think price is just going to be waiting around for that now. Nasdaq as well. Just had the open. Gap down. May want to start trading. Let's actually get. So this is the gap. Trace into the 25%, 50%, 75%, and the full thing. Let's see if it wants to do that. You also want to see, you want to just read, like, look who's winning. So clearly, sellers have been winning at the minute. We've now seen just sell side been taken here. So people potentially bought this, bought the bottom, has now been taken out. So does it want to run back into this, take these out? Maybe, potentially. So yeah, that is a huge gap. That is a big gap. So there's, yeah, 20 minutes. 10 minutes, sorry. Until some do's. Next drawn liquidity for euro. So that one. Be the midpoint. So all we've seen already is the 25%. So let's see. I'll probably keep streaming till 10, 20, or half an hour. See what happens with the news, and then call it a day because price has already made my targets here. We'll keep going lower than the bottom of this civvy. This could be a nice draw here because there's an order block and a BISI. So fair value gap and an order block could be a strong draw on liquidity in the future. You're welcome, bro. I mean, yeah, I don't trade gold too much, but yeah, that's my view on it. But yeah, there's could be a little bit more volatility just before the news can happen. You never know, but here's people trying to catch the top here. And if we look at dollar, here's people trying to catch the bottom. So people trying to trade this, thinking like, but I used to draw like from here like this and be like, oh, this is support here. So then I'll look for like a setup to go long. So it starts bouncing. I'll be like, oh yeah, nice, I got it right, but then bang, takes you out, and it should take you out even lower. So I do want to see potentially like the midpoint here get taken, and potentially this sell side down here where it actually does damage to you. So not just leave like a small wick, I want to see like a bigger drop, which may not happen, but that's something that I want to see, which then definitely takes people out of the market here. Just over 6 figures, or just 6 figures. So not too much. Oh, okay. Does he still do weekly reviews or weekly forecasts? I haven't heard of him before. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because I just started out with YouTube, literally just posting just because I was just posting really. Like I was posting just for mostly like my journal or so I can save the video, save the storage on my computer. And then like I don't even know how I've managed to get like over 1,000, like, over 100, let alone 1,000 subscribers. Like it's crazy. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Well, I hope he's still doing good with his trading. So yeah, 5 minutes till news release. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I used to just stream just by myself without any viewers, and now I've got like, even if I get like 4 to 10 viewers, is crazy. Like, I used to stream for like an hour or so with 0 viewers, so 7 views at the minute now is crazy. But it's cool though. I just love what I do, so passionate about the market. Hopefully, you guys can tell I'm passionate about the market as well. So yeah, this is sort of drop I wanted to see more. So you can see that how you sort of tell how prices manipulate people to go long here, and then it just drops lower. So that's why I just catch in the bottom there. You're just gonna get taken out. Nasdaq's taking the low of the SIBI or the BISI. But yeah, this is what trading should be. Trading should be just boring like this. Should have one setup, one strategy, what to look for exactly. Do it like a day job. Like if you go to the office, you do exactly what you want to do. So you'd go to work, do the exact same things. You clock in, clock out. And that's what trading should be. You look for the exact same setups, do the exact same things, and then you stop trading for the day. Oh, nice, bro. I appreciate you enjoying it. Let's just get dollar as well. So a minute coming up, minute and a half. So potentially the old me would have seen Sibby, bearish order block. I'll be like, oh nice, that's looking for a short here. But if you actually look to the left, it's taken sell side. It's tapped into a 4-hour bullish order block. So that's why you just look at the other side, and then you can actually frame yourself a narrative to actually buy these. So buy it here, take these out. So next draw liquidity looks like it's about to get hit with the sell side down here. There is news coming out, so potentially could wick that, take that out, and then just go to the upside. Could do anything. Let's just see. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. So it looks like dollars tapped into the midpoint of that 4-hour Sibby. So 628. What's the high of that candle? 628 as well. So it has tapped into the T. Let's go on the 5-minute. So there's news just released. I don't trade London session. Usually I'm looking at the market when there's only about an hour or 2 hours left of the London session. But yeah, London session has been really quite nice actually though, for the past couple months. So potentially could be something that I'll change into, but I've always just traded New York. Yes, I'm a part of the Warriors of trading. Oh, that's funny. That should have been my name, Trading Warrior. So now, to leave it 13 minutes, but buy side, midpoint of the wick, 4-hour BISI, 4-hour SIBI rejected midpoint. That's 3 reasons potentially price wants to go lower, and you can potentially see it want to come back down into here. That's if 12 minutes rejects. So in 12 minutes, hour, so may want to see price come back down to here, and then you can just look for a short setup. So yeah, I should be live tomorrow as well, guys. Hopefully a bit earlier as well. Today was quite late when I was just focusing on trading today. But if we see price close above this, then it just shows that it's a bit more bullish than you think. That's why you just got to be patient and just wait for the candles to close. Let's actually go on, let's have a look at pound yen. So yen has gained a lot of strength today, or for the past couple of weeks. who said dollar yen there has been taken. Next draw will be this CB or BISI. Always get them mixed up. Got that order block as well. For dollar yen, let's have a look at pound Aussie. Aussie dollar's very bearish. Well, that, yeah, the Aussie, Australian dollar. Bar size been taken here. Bearish order block. Mean threshold. From this low down to the high. Premium discount. Pretty much just consolidates and just runs. So Euro's rejecting it at the minute, still got to wait 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and then we potentially could see price may want to just run back down and fill this imbalance here, so you can look for shorts up for the silver bullet potentially. Let's have a look at USD CAD. Again, it's not really too neat for me. We've had that. Yeah, it's just very choppy in my opinion. Apart from Euro. Like Euro just looks so much more cleaner. With here. Instead of USD CAD, it's just been going up higher, so. Hasn't even taken out yet. But it did get to the weekly opening gap midpoint. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. I'll probably be live tomorrow as well. But yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around and tuning in and chilling out, talking to me. I've enjoyed it. And again, I'm happy that I spotted the draw liquidity. I'll be posting a YouTube video because I was recording it like beforehand, explaining why I was long and stuff like that. But yeah, if we see this close like that, then potentially price may want to start coming into this inefficiency here. But I'll probably just be more patient because I'm looking at dollar. Dollar has left these equal lows here. So that's just something that is just going to be targeted. So it may do something like that and then drop lower. So you can target like longs for dollar into this, or it just may just drop in lower and taking you out. So just be careful. I'd wait for just one more confirmation candle potentially. But if you guys want, you can trade it back down into the CB here. But up to you guys. Be safe. Yeah, thanks, bro. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I'll be live tomorrow as well. And yeah, hopefully we can catch another nice couple trades, and I can pick out the draw liquidity for you guys and stuff like that. So appreciate you guys. Be safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.